I'm Charles Shire. I co-wrote and produced the movie.
I'm Nancy Myers. I co-wrote the screenplay with Charles, and I directed The Parent Trap.
This sequence was cut from the film. I guess for length, really. It took too long for Hallie to meet her mom, so it was another diversion. But we always like the scene.
And also, I think if you've never met your mother, and that's been the goal of your life, you don't also meet the Queen of England that day. I always thought story-wise. I really liked the sequence, but I always felt it was wrong.
But these were the first days we shot. I think the first 2 days we shot on the movie, we shot this sequence, and it kind of it's a standalone sequence, so we thought it would be good to add on to this disc.
It was really fun to do this, but I sensed while writing it, while shooting it, I always sensed it would never be in the movie, which is hard to admit because it's visually it's cool, you know, a lot of good angles in it. It was fun.
That's a good idea, too. These uniforms were so hard to get. We almost didn't get them. We finally got them at the last minute. We had to have a Royal Guardsman train all these guys. A lot of work went into this. This was really a tough first day, I think, for Nancy, because there must be 90 shots here that we shot, you know, in 2 days. And we were just pumping like hell. We shot a ton of angles.
We never had an ending, though. You see, and then we went to her meeting her mother, and it was just such a big mood change. Too big. That was Greenwich, actually. And
Greenwich Mean Time?
Correct. It was in London, you know, of course, but we couldn't actually get permission to shoot at Buckingham Palace, although we tried and tried.
We tried to get the Queen, too.
Oh, we did not.
She wasn't available. Yeah. We shot at the Royal Naval Academy in Greenwich. And Dean turned it does look like Buckingham Palace. He painted the gates exactly the way Buckingham Palace is painted. And as we said, we got these uniforms, and the guards they trained these guys for a long time. And with the horses, it was a big deal to pull this all together. And this woman has made a career out of impersonating the Queen.
Jeanette Charles. The funny thing about working with Jeanette Charles was I remember going into a ladies' room when we were shooting, and she was in there. It was very eerie.
You always
in
were
full
also
costume. I was so nervous around her, and I treated her like she was the Queen because she looked so much.
Everybody did. You kind of almost felt like you had to bow around this woman.
At the end of the day, I said, thank you so much for doing this. And I forgot, she's an actress.
A little lady who lives in an apartment, you know, you think suddenly.
But we did have our picture taken with her. Every crew member did.
She'll be disappointed when she sees the movie, but we'll send her one of these discs. Maybe she'll be mollified a little bit.